By the end of this video, you're going to know how to use Bolt.new and how to vibe code it to create a front end as well as a back end. And at the time of this recording, Bolt.new is completely free for this weekend. They have a massive hackathon going on and there is all sorts of prize money. So they have teamed up to give Bolt 100% free. So all free users get pro tier limits and all pro users get an extra 20 million tokens. And you can also enter the one-shot challenge. I'll have links in the description below for all of this. When you come to Bolt and you sign up, you're going to get a screen that looks like this. I suggest you go to the bottom, you go to settings, and now you have some options. Because you are getting free tokens, you're becoming a pro member for the weekend, I suggest you turn on diff, and this is an experimental feature. It just makes coding a lot quicker, because in the current state or the default state, it will code everything, and then you suggest a change, and it will recode everything, where diff will only code the difference. And then we can also use dynamic reasoning if you want to add more reasoning for what you're doing. The other thing I suggest is if you go on the left, we can click applications, and now there is a bunch of different applications you can connect Bolt with. This first one here, Netlify, is for domains. So I've actually connected this to create a domain, and it is super simple. You go to the chat, you basically say, hey, I want to use Netlify and I have this domain. Can you configure it all? And it literally does it. The other one, and we're going to use this one in this video here, is Supabase, and Supabase is for your backend. This is where your data will be stored. So we can hit connect. It's going to bring you to Supabase, and it's going to say, hey, do you want to authorize? And we can say, yes, let's authorize. Let's give it access. We can come back to Bolt, and once it's connected, we can come back to Bolt, and you're going to see it is connected. We now have the ability to create an app with a front end and a back end, and also add a domain to it. A blog makes a great tutorial because we have a back end where the admin can add in posts, and there is a user side where you can view posts, you can sort, and you can search. And before I show you this prompt and continue on this video, I need you to click the subscribe button. I cover AI on a daily basis, so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest AI, especially like this video here where you know, hey, I can vibe code completely free this weekend. So we have our prompt here that says, I want to create a blog system where there is an admin area. You can add blogs, categorize them, and add an end user section where you can see all the posts, sort by category, and click in to view the full blog entry. I want to ensure it focuses on SEO. Now I can hit this blue button and have it start creating what I want, but there is also this here, which I can click, and that will enhance the prompt. So it is going to use AI. It is going to rebuild the prompt to make it better. And we can see here, once it's done, I'm not going to fight it any further. We can see here, it says create a modern SEO optimized blog platform with a separate admin and user interface using best practices. The system should include, and it goes on to talk about what it should include for an admin as well as for a user. And then it even talks about SEO optimized features. And then it talks about technical considerations to make it even better. And if you're a developer, you will know it's talking about CDN and caching and all sorts of stuff, a backup system and security measures. So it has everything we need. We can add files as well, or we can import from GitHub or Figma, but we're going to just really simplify this. We're going to hit the blue button now, and you're going to see what is happening here. So on the right, it is a preview of what is being coded. On the left is just a standard chat window that you can just go back and forth and vibe code. We also have this button here, which will hide the chat. And if you hide the chat, you can actually see all the files and see what the output is. So if you are a developer, you are a coder, you can actually see all the files being made, and you can see all of the code. We can actually search through the files. We can also click this back, and we can bring back our vibe coding aspect. We can also click code, and we can see the code with the vibe coding. So we have a lot of different options as to how this works. You can see here on the left, it is creating all the files, it's creating the packages, it's using npm to install what it needs. And again, if you're a programmer, you'll know exactly what's happening, but I will make it a little bit easier to understand. So npm is just a fancy way to install packages and libraries that the program will need. So it is using something called Tailwind. Instead of creating the entire website from scratch, it's able to pull the style sheets from Tailwind because it has installed it, and now it can make the website look a lot nicer, a lot quicker without having to code more styles. And you can see it is still creating all the files that we need. And we have an auth context, a blog context. It's creating our header for us right now. And when it is done, we will be back and you will see on the right a preview of what it has made. So now we can see our modern blog has been created for us. So it has a title, it has a button for an admin, which we're going to explore in a moment. We can scroll down, we can see a nice header card, a nice banner here, and we can explore articles, or we can browse categories. We can see the total number of articles, total views, comments, and categories. We have a featured article, and it all looks pretty nice considering this is a one prompt, one shot, one prompt. This is what it created for us. And as we keep scrolling down, you can see most popular, we have a nice footer. So we can click this button here and it will open up in a new tab. We can hit connect project. This is just going to allow us to view it in a nice full screen, so you can kind of see what it looks like from a different perspective. So our website is responsive and you can see it looks a lot nicer in this view here. So as we scroll down, we can see it all, but how much of this actually works? And that is the question. We can hit explore articles, and this is kind of cool. It pulls up a search, so I wasn't expecting that, and we can click a different article and it has pretty nice features for a single prompt. So the contact doesn't work, the about doesn't work, but we didn't tell it to really do that. And we can explore articles, which pulls up this little search thing that kind of works, and we can hit browse categories. That doesn't really work. We can click in an article and we can see what it looks like, and I think overall it looks pretty nice, not bad for one shot. So we're going to enhance this. We can see an admin area, so it has a whole login here, which doesn't actually work. All right, so let's go back to Bolt and let's just enhance this in one shot now. And let's start by adding a actual database to this. So it's not just a fake front end. Let's start getting real data. So we have a new prompt here that says I like to add a real backend database using Supabase, which I've connected. And can you ensure that the admin section has an email and password that I can actually use to log in, and then work on connecting the admin area with the database, and then work on connecting the front end with the database. And we can hit submit, the blue button again, or we can hit this here and we're just going to enhance our prompt once again. So this is making our prompt a lot better so it can code better. It knows what we want a little bit nicer. So we're going to hit submit, and I should have read it technically speaking, but let's just kind of go quickly through admin authentication system so it knows it wants that. It says we want operations where we can add, edit, and delete products, and I guess products should be blog posts, but we're about to find out. And then the front end connection. So it is going through and it is fixing everything and some other things you can do. So we can actually click up here and we can rename our project. So now it is called a blog platform. We can click the three dots. We can duplicate our project. So if you're in a good place, you can actually just duplicate so you're not going to lose progress. You can also change the visibility. You can make it public where everyone can see it. You can put it on secret where it is only available through a specific URL that it's going to give you, or private. And then eventually I will show you export, where we can download, open in StackBlitz, which is kind of cool. And then most importantly, and this is what I will show you later in this video, is to actually deploy this. So we can see here, it says you need a new Supabase database connection, and we have to click the integrations dropdown. So we haven't talked about this yet. We can click this, and now we have some options. So we can actually add Stripe if we want to add payments and collect money. We can also click Supabase to add a database. So we're going to click this and we can select a project of where we want our database to go. If you don't have a Supabase account, it is completely free. You can make one, and then once you have it set up, you can link it and we can add this project, or we could have made a new project. So we are going to hit connect. We are connecting our project. You can see here on the left, it is starting to make our actual project, and we can hit apply changes, and it has found some problems. Bolt knows what the problems are. It's going to go through, Bolt's going to go through, it's going to fix all the problems for us, and it already says the database migration has been applied. So we have some new options now. We have this nice drop down, but again, let's just bring this out so we can see it a little nicer, and we're going to hit connect project like before, and we are going to see our new modern blog platform. So now it looks a little nicer. We can hit shop now, and for whatever reason, it's no longer just a blog. We can see what customers say. We can sign up, so we can actually create an account. Nothing happens. So we can right click, we can hit inspect, and then we can go to the console log, and this is going to give us some red errors. And we could read it, but this is the whole point of vibe coding. So we can just copy this here. We're going to copy it. We're going to come back to Bolt, and it already says, hey, there's a problem. We know what the problem is. We can provide more information, and we can provide the console log error that it came with. Or we can hit ignore, and we can still put in the console log error. And also, I want to say, I am just making a blog. And now we have the console log error, and it also says, hey, we're only making a blog. We're going to accept our terms. We're going to hit create account, and it says the password must be 8 characters long. So that might have been the error before. However, it did not tell me because the prompt, the toast, was broken. So you can see here, we have been able to create an account. And the email has not been confirmed. So we cannot actually log in because we have to confirm our email. And unfortunately, I don't own subscribe@gmail.com. So we will test it with a real email in just a moment. But let's try with an admin email here first. And we'll see if this actually works. And I'm just going to copy and paste this over to and say this also does not work. After some back and forth and just saying, hey, fix this error, fix that error, we can see a full preview here, and let's just kind of go look at it and we'll see what we have. And we have our blog here, and it looks very similar to before, but the difference is we actually have an admin login. So I have changed how this works. Instead of a user account, I figure I don't really want users to sign up to my blog. I just want an admin section, and we can get rid of the demo password. But we can see here we have a nice admin section, and we have 3 published posts. The views is fake, obviously, and we have 4 categories. We have likes, engagements, so it's still using some fake data, and we can go through and fix this, but we are starting to make some progress. So we can actually see posts, and this is the post management. We can see categories, comments, and settings, and all this stuff is coming soon, so we're actually making some progress. The important part here is if I show you here, this is Supabase, and you can actually see where the posts are actually coming from now, and we can see the categories of where they are coming from. So the data on our website is no longer just fake. So let's say we want the post management to actually be real. Let's tell it that next. Make the post management interface coming soon real, where you can actually share posts. So it's going to actually create a real post management system where you can actually make real posts instead of this coming soon section. So we are actually working and making a real functional blog by just vibe coding with a full database and backend. Some very quick vibe coding, and this is just the prompt I showed you. We can actually see what this looks like now. The category still doesn't work, but you can see there is a category that is connected to the post. These are the 3 posts that you saw in the database, and we can actually edit the post, and we can see what our website looks like now in terms of editing. So we have some HTML. We can update this and say, hey, add a what you see is what you get editor. We can change our publish status. We can add preview images. We can see reading time, how long it'll take, some SEO stuff, and we can update the post. This is the new information for our post, and then we can hit update, and it will actually save our post, and you can see it here. It has actually changed. If you're on the main page, we can scroll down. We can actually see the post that we just edited called "This is the best YouTube video ever." And of course, we can adjust a lot of different stuff based off what that video said or what that post said. We can select it, we can delete it, we can change categories. Again, there's so much. We can click this to view the post on its own specific page, or we can edit it and we can change the excerpt so we can change it to what we want. So this is basically vibe coding to create a website with a actual backend. And it was pretty simple in terms of how to do it. So if you utilize this enhanced prompt feature, and if you toggle between discussion and build mode, you can even just discuss with the AI model instead of building. So we can discuss this and say, hey, what other features should I add next? And it's not actually going to code, it's just going to talk to you. So you can actually get some ideas and inspiration, so you have that as an option. So there is a lot going on Bolt.new. There is a ton of features, and again, this is completely free for this weekend. And you can kind of see here, you've done a great job of building out the post management interface. Here's what you should do to continue. And it knows all your code, and it's just kind of talking to it, and you can disable discuss, and we can go back. And just some other quick tips that you should know before we deploy deploy, if you have an error, you can actually take a screenshot of something and then you can say, hey, this is what it looks like here. Can you fix this based off my screenshot? So that is one good option of things you can do to help you. The other thing here is this is open up in a new tab. We haven't talked about this. This is responsive mode. We can actually quickly switch between like a Pixel 9 at 40% zoom or at 100%. We can also even put it on responsive, which allows us to zoom in and out. We can see how our app, our website looks on different devices. We also have this, which is the inspector. So we can also click just this part here or whatever we want, and it will add it in to our left side where we can vibe code on specific things. So there's a lot of different options. We can even go full screen, but now let's just deploy. So we can hit deploy, and it is as simple as clicking the deploy button. You can see it says it's going to deploy, it builds the application, it knows what to run, and it says our website is running on this domain here. So we can actually click this and we have a website running. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, we can actually go back to the left here. We can say set up a domain, and we don't have to do any DNS editing or changes. It is literally just through this left chat window that we can talk to it and create a full functioning blog from scratch. And this doesn't have to be a blog. You can make literally anything you want with a backend and a front end. So it can be a blog or a CMR system, or maybe you have a really cool idea that is going to take data from somewhere. Well, now you can store that data in your backend. The limit is truly your imagination. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. I cover AI on a daily basis, and I'm posting this one late today. Tomorrow's will be a little bit more timely. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoy this type of content, and leave a comment down below. Have you been using Bolt? Are you going to be using it this weekend during their hackathon, during their free vibe coding weekend? Give it a try. If you haven't tried it yet, just give it a try. It's free this weekend, so go get vibe coding. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.